Hi, I'm Arash, co-founder and CEO of Kara Technologies. Kara provides translation of content and services into sign language using digital humans and artificial intelligence. We started Kara around 2 years ago, and because of the personal problem and the disease I got, and due to that I lost hearing in my ear. Based on that, I become interested to the deaf community and their problems, and I figured out more than 70 million people around the globe do not have access to the information and content in sign language. Sign language is the main language of the deaf people, and globally we do not have enough interpreters who can help them to get the access. On top of that, spoken language is going to be a deaf person's second language. In New Zealand, for instance, a 21 years old deaf person has a literacy age of 8.5. So providing closed capture in English does not help the deaf community a lot. On top of that, each country has its own sign languages, which making the content and accessibility to content much more difficult. To address this issue, governments spend so much money to provide accessibility. In New Zealand, we have 100 interpreters, and the government budget in 2018 for New Zealand Sign Language was 30 million. Finland, with the same size of New Zealand, they have 700 interpreters, and the government spent 50 million just for sign language translation. US has the biggest markets, obviously, and the biggest translator associations are American Sign Language interpreters, and annually the government spent $1 billion for sign language translation. On top of that, there are regulation and laws in support of the deaf community. For example, in UK, Ofcom is going to mandate British broadcaster by 2023, a percentage of the content has to be available in sign language. So we received some calls from UK, and they say for some of us, because of the large volume of content, we do not have enough interpreters who can help us with that. Also, in the United States, American with Disability Act forcing legal entities and companies to make their content accessible in sign language. For example, Wells Fargo's last year got 70 million sued because of the ATMs and the bank services was not accessible to hard hearing and deaf people. So if we start thinking about it, this is a really big market and a big problem. So it has to be a better way. By gathering a fantastic team, I think we found a fantastic solution for it. Meet Nikki, world's first hyper-realistic signing avatar. So every eye movement, every lip movement are crafted to perfection to provide understandable, coherent sign language translation. With the help of the deaf community and support of the Ministry of Social Development, we are now piloting our solution in New Zealand schools. For our pilot, we are using 5 children's books translated into the New Zealand Sign Language, and we are checking the engagement level and understandable of using this technology for disability education. By the primary result, schools suggesting us to go forward with the phase 2 of the pilot, which we're going to make sure that we can have an educational tool complementing in New Zealand schools. And hopefully by next year, we will have the full commercial agreement. So here is a demo of Nikki translating our favorite book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Besides education, which creates 85k revenue for us last year, we identified 3 other market verticals. Banks, we currently exploring possibility of doing pilot with ASB. Public safety and health, which we now working with Ministry of Civil Defense for investigating of doing a pilot with them, and also entertainment and culture. So in the entertainment and culture, we had a contract with National Theatre to pilot our solution in one of the theatres in London. And basically what we are going to do, we provide accessibility to the theatre by making Nikki available in Jamaican look and style in their smart glasses. And we're super excited by that opportunity. On the other hand, we also receive some interest from British Telecom, and they asked us to submit an RFI, and we did submit that. Now they said to us we have to go to UK for one-day workshop to plan and roadmap our future collaboration. So in a nutshell, Kara is going to be a content management system, CMS for sign language. And after this pilot, we are moving to go to our full commercial agreement, and we believe that we're going to be a SaaS model. Kara solution can be divided into 3 sections. Level 1, we call it mocap technologies. In the mocap technologies, a signer wears a motion capture suit, and we have a motion capture pipeline, and anything the signer do is going to be projected into Nikki the avatar. So this is for high fidelity and also for super accurate translation. For National Theatre and for New Zealand school book translation, we are using this level 1 technology. On top of that, we are developing our level 2, which we call it Kara cloud system, which technically in this product, we get rid of the motion capture suits, and we have a technology to drive text into the motion, which means the interpreters can now, instead of wearing a motion capture suit and perform the sign language translation, they can type the grammar in, and from that, we get the translation. This is make our solution very scalable, and the interpreter can sit in their pajamas somewhere remotely and provide translation very fast. Also, we have our level 3, and we call it direct translation. So for limited vocabulary and in a domain-specific application, we can provide instant translation. For the market verticals for financial, such as banks, and also public safety, like civil defense, we are planning to provide that solution. So this is our cap table. So far we raised 700k as a convertible note from Uniservices, Soul Capital and Constellate Capital. And the plan for this year is we are looking forward to raise of 1.4 million with a pre-money valuation of 4 million. And in this round, we are focusing on sales and marketing to validate the value proposition of Kara, and we try to generate some revenue in New Zealand and in overseas market, especially in UK and US. On top of that, we are focusing on our product development in such a way that we have a very scalable solution. The way that we're going to use this money is around half of the money is going for a product development, and mainly because we want to make our solution scalable so we can rapidly sell this on our 4 verticals. So that's why also we may want to make sure the marketing section has been good taken care of, and also we want to, through the operation, we want to make sure our day-to-day business is all healthy. And the other one is we allocate some budget for IP protection and patent, because this is how we can protect our technology. And our greatest asset is the Kara's team. So we have 4 co-founder, me as a CEO, and we have Sahar helping us with the operation, Vermeer helping us with the technology, and he's a CTO. We have Ken Erskine, he's our business strategist, helping us to make sure we have a good strategy and plan to sell. On top of that, we have Jan, he's our business advisor, especially for North American market. We have Zach and Oliver, 2 dev staffs, and also Richard helping us with 3D animation and graphic side. So thanks a lot for listening. Arash, if you have any questions or if you're interested, please email me or give me a call. Thank you.